Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. I'm pretty excited about today's video because we're going to be doing something fun over the next day, or like today and then tomorrow. I'm going to be filming a whole bunch of fun summer, 4th of July. Well, any of these you can substitute for any holiday, like just change up the colors, whatever. And I wanted to kind of do a video like this. And I had all of these like fun ideas, but I was like, I'm not gonna do that if it's just for like whatever. Tomorrow is Father's Day, so we're having some people over, and I thought this is the perfect time to kind of do that. The food won't be wasted, and it's a win-win because I get to make my fun things, and it won't go bad. Like I said, this is all going to be just kind of fun, super easy, because listen y'all, I ain't a pro. I am not a pro. I have fun doing it. That does not mean that it always turns out great, because many times it is a disaster. Just gonna say it. Many times it is a disaster, but I still keep getting on the horse. So we're going to try and see how these things go. I picked out some really super easy ones, and I know that my kids are gonna love a few of these recipes. I have bought strawberries. Listen y'all, I have to cut Finn off because he will literally, and Liam too. But Liam has a little more self-control than Finn. But Finn will literally eat a whole thing of strawberries by himself in just like one sitting. And he can't eat them because it tears his stomach up. There's too much acid. He can't have too much fruit at one time. So we have to limit his strawberries, but I've been buying strawberries for these recipes because I need them for a couple of recipes, and they just keep getting eaten. So I'm like, nobody eat any more strawberries until I make the food, and then you can eat it. So I tried like a fun kind of, I don't know how bad this looks in the back, so don't judge me. I couldn't really see what I was doing. In the kitchen, I have to have my hair up, and I was just tired. I was just like putting it on top of my head because my hair's been through a lot lately. I've got it to where I like it now. We're good, we're happy, we're content. I just thought I would try something fun. I'm done rambling. Let's go. Actually, first, I think I'm gonna make a coffee. I know I sound like baby, but really I'm just like I might could go nap with Finn, but we've got to get stuff done. I tried this new Nespresso pod, and it is a coconut. It is like a coconut ice, like pour over for iced coffee. I do not like it, but I am not gonna waste it. So I have found a way that I can drink it and tolerate it. Mix it with another regular coffee so I can kind of minimize the coconut flavor, because I really don't like coconut flavor, and I don't know why I thought I would like that. And then I flavor it with a little bit of mocha and hazelnut, so it kind of has that nutty feel that masks the coconut, because I don't mind hazelnut. Hazelnut is Brian's, by the way. So just a little bit. I already brewed the coffee and I put it in the refrigerator so it'd be cooling, so it didn't melt all of my ice, because I do not like watered down coffee. I need the full effect, y'all. So I use the hazelnut creamer too. Cold froth. Stir. Please make a mess. Always make a mess. Oh, that's too much. That's probably way too much. I mean, just a little something. Okay. always nervous. Oh, it's good, surprisingly. Surprisingly. So that's the trick. You really gotta I really gotta dull down the coconut. But yeah, coconut, and then a little bit of mocha syrup and hazelnut syrup and hazelnut creamer.
Always alone. You will always be there. Always alone. You will always be there. Always alone. You will always be there. Always alone.
Okay, for these next couple of things, I wish I had better looking strawberries. I don't know, are you guys finding like good tasting and like good looking produce? Cause it just ain't hopping. It just ain't happening. I did do like a grocery delivery, so I can't complain too much because I didn't pick them out. But I picked out all the good ones. We're just gonna make a few little things. We're gonna make some skewers with like strawberries and marshmallows and something else. And we're gonna do some chocolate covered strawberries. Those are gonna be fun. So I already had some pink candy melts, and my idea was to just add some red food coloring in with the pink and just make it red so I could do kind of a fun design on these. But you will see that it did not work. I did not have the right kind of food coloring, and I thought I was crazy for a minute because it just would not it wouldn't mix. When I added the food coloring into the white chocolate, it literally just like gunked up. So my food coloring was not oil based, it was water based, and so it didn't work. You can add food coloring to melting chocolate, but only if it's an oil based food coloring. I tried the Ghirardelli brownie mix because I had seen somewhere where this person was like a professional baker or something, and she swore by the stuff, and she, bought it boxed instead of making it homemade because it was so good. And I mean, it was good, but honestly, y'all, the best brownie mix I have ever had is from Aldi. It is the whatever brand, I forget what it is, but it is the brownie mix from Aldi, and it is so good. So I'm just cubing up the brownies, and I'm going to use some of them on the skewers, and then I'm going to use some of them for a snack tray. Okay, this is kind of the thing that I don't think worked out the best. In theory, and of course, the inspiration that I seen was beautiful and it was awesome and it all worked together, but I don't know, I just don't think these worked out. It did not meet my expectations. And maybe if I had just more of like just a tray of them out instead of just doing like some other things, I think that probably would have worked out a little bit better. But balance is your key. You want to make sure that you kind of have two kind of heavy things balancing them out. Also, the brownies, some of them just did not stay on the skewer, but I made a couple, and the kids ended up eating them between Liam and his friends. So like I said, none of this went to waste, and it is a cute idea. I just thought I would share the idea with you guys. Certainly, I think maybe just like the marshmallow and other like bits of fruit would be really good too. There's all kind of ideas with skewers and kebabs.
For better days to come and carry us like wind in our sails. Hold on tight, I can smell the shore, it's right in front of us if we just hold on tight. This vision that I saw is getting closer every dawn. We are dreamers of the shore. 7 years now on this boat, and we all know where we belong. Just wait. It's funny how it all played out. Broken dreams seldom get realized. For me, you were a part of life that escaped and left me outside.
I have no idea what to do with these skewers. They're, you know, they look like a good idea, but I think my brownies were a little bit too soft, and it is what it is. So these are my leftovers. I'll give one to little Fin later. And then these are just the extra ones that keep falling apart. I don't know. I think that would just, I don't think they're good for maybe a tray or maybe this setup, but here's everything. I think it turned out pretty cute. These are my favorites. They're so pretty. So pretty. Love it. Trying to clean up, and I just stuck these on here. These are kind of like the ones that I left out. But, I mean, that might be a cute idea too. And that way it kind of keeps everything on it. I don't know. You guys can play around and try to figure it out if you like something like this. I think it just needed, like, it needs to be balanced at both ends. So, all right, guys, for this next recipe, we're going to be making a dirt cake. Now, you might all be familiar with it, and you might already know how to make this, but my family loves it. One of my aunts always makes this. Actually, I'm making 2 of her recipes in this video, so they are the most loved. Her dirt cake, which I don't know if this is exactly the way she makes it, but this is the way that I've kind of made it. It went well, so strained Fruit Loop. So we're just gonna go with that. I'll leave everything like on the screen, so if you're watching on your phone, you can screenshot it or something. But I'm using, all right, so basically you need Oreos, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna use these. I might save this for something else I have in mind. But you're gonna need Oreos, sugar, powdered sugar, milk, cream cheese, butter, Cool Whip, vanilla, pudding mix, and then you don't need Fruit Loops, but I'm hoping that it's gonna turn out good for what I need it to. That's all you need. It's super, super easy, and it's so good. Okay, so spoiler alert, the Fruit Loops, one part worked pretty well, but I just did not have enough red, and the red kind of looked pink anyway. My idea was to use the crushed up Fruit Loops as kind of like a topping and do like a flag design on top, but I didn't think about this before. I just kind of came up with it on the fly, and I just used the Fruit Loops that we had left, and I didn't have enough red ones. It ended up working out. I found something red. I just ended up using Twizzlers because, you know, you can use like gummy worms or whatever for the top. Normally you just use the leftover crushed up Oreos and kind of layer them on top, or you can use gummy worms. So, but I did end up making a cute flag design. It turned out pretty good. I did make just a big kind of sheet pan, so this was kind of more ingredients than I normally use, depending on the size that you make. And also I like to layer my dirt cake. Some of them I know just do like the crust, the filling, and then a topping, but I like to kind of layer it, so I use a little bit more. Basically a whole party size thing of Oreos. I ended up mixing the regular Oreos and the golden Oreos, and that was really tasty. 1 package of the party size Oreos, 2 things of instant pudding mix, and then you just need the milk for the pudding mix. So you make the pudding mix like normal, mix it up, and then you're going to blend it into your cream cheese and butter mixture in a little bit, but I went ahead and crushed up the Oreos first. So normally you would need 1 softened cream cheese block and a half stick of butter, but I added another half block of cream cheese, and I just did a whole stick of butter. Some recipes call for a whole stick of butter, some call for a half. You don't need granulated sugar and powdered sugar. Some recipes use regular sugar, some recipes use just the powdered sugar, but I actually ended up kind of blending both of them together. So I'm telling you, this is my own concoction here. So I ended up using like 1.5 cups of powdered sugar and a 1/2 cup of granulated sugar and 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Again, mix your cream cheese, butter, vanilla together. Go ahead and mix your pudding mix in a separate bowl, and then you mix those things together, and then you fold in your Cool Whip, and it's just 1 tub of the Cool Whip, and that is kind of like your filling. And then you really just layer it, like you do a layer of cookies, a layer of the filling, a layer of the cookies, and then another layer of the filling, and then like whatever kind of topping you want. And easy peasy lemon squeezy. You refrigerate it for a little while or until you're ready to eat it, and it's really good.
I've been walking in the woods alone, trying so hard to find my way back home. There's no reason to give in and let go. All that's left is my corroded soul. I've been walking round in circles too, chase my tail around a tree or two. Still I hope to see the rise of dawn when you are walking in beside me too. It's creeping up under my skin, the fear of never seeing you ever again. It's creeping up under my skin, the fear of never seeing you ever again, ever again. I've been thinking about the day it ends, when the sun will kiss my face again. You will stand out in the fields and call my name, and bring me home to see the day. Something's telling me to keep that flame, but something else saying there's no such thing. So what am I to do but hope for brighter days? They'll catch me when I end the chase. It's creeping up under my skin, the fear of never seeing you ever again. It's creeping up under my skin, the fear of never seeing you ever again, ever again. Oh no, we'll be by each other, and I will shake this off when it's over. It's creeping up under my skin, the fear of never seeing you ever again. It's creeping up under my skin, the fear of never seeing you ever again, ever again.
Okay guys, this next one is my favorite. This is my go-to. This is like the food that I'm like hooked on recently, and it is Cowboy Caviar, and it is basically kind of like a bean salad almost, or chunky salsa. I don't know. I mean, you could eat it by itself. You can eat it with chips. It is so good. And basically all it is a bunch of like vegetables, but this really, really tasty, like vinaigrette dressing that you use is so good. I'm telling you, trust me. So basically all you're going to do is get all your ingredients, put it in a bowl, put in your seasonings, and mix it together. The longest part is cutting everything up in the prep work. So you're going to do black beans and corn. You can use, some people even use like pinto beans. I mean, you can do like any version or vegetable. I mean, some people like really spicy things. I do not. And so like I'm not using jalapenos, but you can, or you can use whatever other kind of pepper or like hot spice that you want. That would probably be really good too, because there's so many different flavors in this dish. But black beans, corn, red onion, cherry tomatoes, red pepper, green pepper, cilantro, and avocados. So I'm using 2 avocados in this mixture. Oh, and limes. You need 2 to 3 limes depending on how much you are going to make, or lime juice. But the limes you need for the dressing, but also I squeeze 1 lime directly on top of the avocado before I mix it up, because it helps the avocado stay fresh in the refrigerator. So this mixture will last it'll last about 3 good days in the refrigerator in an airtight container. So for the dressing, you're going to use about, okay, I'm not even gonna lie. I'm just gonna tell you the ingredients because I did not measure anything. There's recipes that tell you specific measurements, but I just eyeballed it and went with it. So I used honey, balsamic vinegar. I used what I had the salad dressing, had a light balsamic in my refrigerator, salt, pepper, chili powder was my little bit of spice, and I mean like very little, little bit of spice, garlic powder, and olive oil, and then the lime juice. So squeeze 1 lime on top of your avocado, the other 2, or just 1 lime, depending on your flavor. You could also mix this dressing up beforehand and then kind of taste it and see if you like it, and then pour it all over the mixture. It's really good, and I paired it with the Tostitos hint of lime chips. It was really good. Some people use it with like pita chips. I don't know, have you guys tried this before? Do you like it? And if you haven't, do you think you are going to try it? Do you like this kind of food? Let me know in the comments. All right, you guys, very, very last thing, and this is gonna go by super quick because I was stressing this morning. So this is just a bacon ranch pasta salad, and I'm going to use rotini noodles, cook the noodles. I'm gonna use about 2 packets of ranch mix, going to quarter some pepperonis, throw them in there, some mayonnaise. I did not measure the mayonnaise, but it was probably about 1 cup, and I used 2 boxes of rotini. Maybe it was more. Like I said, I didn't measure. I don't measure things. I do not measure things. And I also used some cheddar cheese and a thing of the real bacon bits. You can also put like black olives in this, but I just kept it super simple. Oh, and peas. A can of strained, washed peas. And then you can add more seasoning if you like, but I kind of just kept it with the ranch, and I added some pepper, and that was it, y'all. It's super easy pasta salad. These are great side dishes. They go with all kinds of things and perfect for summer barbecues or cookouts. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Which one was your favorite? Do you feel like you are going to try any of these recipes? Let me know in the comments. I will see you in the next one. Bye, y'all.